Good morning, God's people. How are you this morning? I pray everyone is doing well on this wonderful Thursday. Thank God for this Thursday, right? Thank God for Thursday. And that's what we're going to say today. We're going to say thank God for Thursday. We got over the hump, which was Wednesday, Worship Wednesday. Every day, just keep your mind, your heart, and your soul focused on Jesus. You wouldn't believe what happened to me this morning. I was locked out of the house for God knows how many hours. Nobody was in the house. I thought my nephew was in here this morning and everything because him and his mom came last night and I saw the car still outside. So, anyway, I'm banging, banging, banging on the door. I'm banging, banging, banging. I'm like, somebody open the door. Bam, 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 bam. And I was shut out of the house because I locked myself out from being down in the basement. I don't leave the door open when I go down because of the cat. Don't want the cat downstairs in the basement. So I like the cat to stay upstairs. So when I went down there to, check on the trash, throw something out on the trash and everything, and also to sort through some things, like look through some things that I want and I don't want, that I'm trying to get rid of. And basically everything down there I'm getting rid of except I'm looking for like photos or whatever, things of that nature, because I like to keep those things of my life. That's my story, those are memories of my story. So anyway, those things are treasurable to me. All that is treasurable to me. But I decided I'm just going to throw everything that you see down there, except for my Bible, my photos, and all that other stuff. That stuff could go out of the house. We could do the spring cleaning, get all that stuff out of here. That piled up garbage downstairs or whatever. Furniture, everything that I have down there, except the bed that I have there, is still good. But the other things that were brought in this house that I have no use for. So anyway, I'm locked out. I had to call the fire department to get me in this house today. This morning it was 9 o'clock. Oh my God! And thank God I saw some of my neighbors, and thank God I speak to my neighbors, and they familiar with me, and they know me, and they were helping me. I was calling, calling, calling. I called my sister. Her phone was going to voicemail. I know she had something important to do today. I called just about everybody I could possibly call using other people's cell phones and stuff. And everybody's phone was going to voicemail because they at their jobs or wherever they at. They had to leave this morning. They couldn't be able to get to their phones right away. But anyway, my neighbors, thank God for them. They were helpful to me, and I just thank God for them. I want to give them something to say thank you. Thank you, Marty. Thank you, Levi. And all those who stopped to care for me out there. Those were my neighbors. So anyway, I wanted to talk about that, and I'm just saying how good God is. God is so good. And this is a thankful Thursday, especially a thankful one for me because like I said, was locked out this morning, having a hard time. Yeah, Mystic. Yeah. Yeah, so I was having like a hard time this morning. I have to put this bed up because nobody was in it this morning. I have to. Yeah, so anyway, y'all, I had to put that bed away. Yep, it's something that my nephew was supposed to have slept on last night. So I'm just trying to put it away. Yeah, so anyway, nobody was here. My sister and my nephew, they left this morning and went wherever they had to go. Hey, Mystic. And I'm up here checking Mystic's little, it's not messy right now, but I have to check his room, his food. I'm still here with y'all, but let's go into our Father's prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Lord, give us this day our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses. We forgive those who trespass against us. Lord, lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thy you are the kingdom, the power, and all the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Yeah. Yes, I'm going to get you some food, Mystic. You have to calm down, boo. What a day, what a day. And the sun is out shining. And I got all the beautiful things that I put out here to say God bless America. That people actually live here, that are American people with the American spirit. And I have the little fans that's, I put out on the staircase of the front of the house and stuff to make it look so pretty. So they know. Look, this cat is freaking out. But anyway, y'all, like I said, that was what my morning was like this morning. It was scary, sort of, kind of like whatever, scary for me. You gotta excuse me, but I was taking the cat food out this container. I have to take his food upstairs and stuff and make sure he has something. I mean, he got something in his bowl already, but it needs to be refilled. He got something. He'll manage. Yeah. Okay, sir. I will be with you. Yeah, so it was one of those kind of mornings for me. And plus now when the house sweats and everything, things do get kind of like tight with the doors and stuff. So you got to be very careful with stuff like that in the house. But I have my husband come and fix this. Let him know. I did call him and let him know. I had to call the fire department to open up the door for me. And I was locked out. And then I don't feel safe leaving an extra key hidden somewhere like he said do. But I can't do that. I don't feel safe. People, thieves and crooks and people of that kind of nature today, I don't, no. I wouldn't take chances doing that because people back in the days did that. They'll leave an extra key in the mailbox of their house or whatever. But you can't trust doing that. You don't know who's going to come in your house and rob you. You know that routine? You don't know who's watching you these days. And everybody got a phone. Everybody got some kind of device. I'm outside, y'all. Uh, Young man is doing his lawn out here. His family lawn, which I think is really wonderful. But this is the type of morning I'm having this morning. You know, it's a nice, beautiful, sunny day. Today, my little sign is... Oh, somebody broke my sign. Now I gotta throw this in the garbage. I don't know if it was broken by an accident or whatever. I got the one in front of the house for people not to let their dogs poop on the doggone grass. I guess I gotta wait till Tuesday to come bring this garbage out again. For some reason, they missed my garbage this week. Oh. Yes, everybody, I am still here. I'm just waiting on something right now. So while I'm here and everything and I'm talking to you, I forgot some of the things I meant to say. I told you I was locked out this morning, so that kind of like messed me up behind my schedule today. And also, I wanted to talk in this video about the FBA, we want to be heard. And the reason I titled this is because I notice a lot of things are taking place in this political climate right now. And people are really, really stressing out, which they should not worry. But when you have Christ in your life, you don't worry. You know that God is going to make a way for you out of no way. God is going to do things, some amazing things for you in your life. And God is just giving you growth. And that's what you got to understand is that everything ain't going to stay on the same level of how you used to think, how you used to do things, how you used to things. Sometimes he's going to challenge you on another level. And there's some things you're going to have to be challenged with because God always searches the heart. And whatever your heart desires are the things that is going to, you know, be the things that make you feel uncomfortable, that you can't have anymore, that your heart desires when God is trying to do new things in your life. So that's why you're not supposed to fret thyself because of evildoers. You cannot get to your point where you want to harm people or hurt people or destroy people. You have to stay calm, like Jesus taught us while he was in the water, and his other, men were with him, his disciples, and they was out there on the water, and if storms were coming, and the water was roaring, or whatever was going on in the middle of that sea. You could imagine how frightening it was. But instead, Christ, they found him only in the boat at peace. And Christ said to his fishermen, like this, he says, fret not he told them about peace be still. Peace be still. Sometimes when you don't really understand what to do at that moment, the best thing to do is to try to stay calm and look around you because there might be something there that can save you during that storm or during that time that you feel that you being challenged with some spirits. And that's the way I felt this morning. I was like, something is. I've always came through this back door in the morning and did what I have to do, take the trash out in the morning or whatever, check the mailbox, and other things that like I said, search through things that I don't need anymore, that I've been holding on to and I need to let it go. Things of that nature, things that you just want to release out of your home. I was watching War Room, and when she had to get some things out of her house, and she was like, new under new management. This house is under new management. Nothing but the Lord's spirit is supposed to be in this house. Nothing but the good spirit of God is supposed to be in this house, and some things just need to stay locked out of, of your spirit, and that's God giving me direction. He's giving me direction. With my Jennifer. Wait, hold on. Hold on, everyone. Hey everybody, I am back. I'm so sorry for keeping you all on hold. I was out here talking with my neighbor and I didn't want everybody to hear the conversation. But anyway, all is well. It is well, it is well with my soul because I was letting her know how I was locked out of my house this morning and her husband helped me out. And that was a wonderful thing. But back to what I was saying about FBA's voices wanting to be heard in the community due to the fact that everybody comes here and the first place they land in is in the black community. And the black people have been really struggling. And I mean really, really struggling. And I don't think it's really fair that we got to let other people come here who never contribute anything to the society, especially here to the United States of America, but came here with their issues and their drama. We didn't come here with issues and drama. Some of us ain't have no other choice but to deal with some of the things that's in the system or in our laws or whatever. And we've been so far good. And I just truly believe that at this time now, black people are really, really getting tired of it. And they want to be heard right now. And who's ever speaking the things that they need to be heard about, those are the people that they want in leadership for the voice for the community. We don't want these people they just gonna pick for us. We want our own leaders. Our voices want our own leaders. Somebody that we know who are there for the people, not for just themselves, but for the people. And that's where the lines across the boundaries, because so many people are coming here to the United States undocumented, living in the communities, and the most communities that they seem to move in is in the black community. And they just, and not saying, I don't want to say disrespectful, because sometimes people I don't think really truly mean to be disrespectful, but they truly got to understand you living in the country where there are people that don't come with the same values of what you used to. So those are the things that needs to be examined in choosing people to be in the leadership. They catching hell out there, I heard in New York with Madani. He shouldn't have never been in there in the first place. First of all, he's way, way too young. Never lived in the United States long enough to really know his culture, his values, or anything besides what his culture and his identity is from his born native land. You know what I'm saying? And people are going to come with those things. No matter how much they try to hide it, it's going to show. They're going to always show favor over people from their own culture and their own religion. And that's just the way it is, because that's the way they can relate to each other. They can do whatever the hell they can do to each other and get away with it. But they can't do it to somebody that's outside their culture and get away with it. And that's the way they are. So those are the things that we need in our community. We want an American who has the values, who grew up in the United States of America and been here, a couple of generations. Not just your mother and father generation. We talking about your grandparents, and they was a citizen here to the United States or whatever. Or even if your family did naturalize here, they didn't come here to depend on the system. They contributed. They made contributions. Okay? And that's where people are really getting confused about. This is where everybody is getting messed up. I don't want that fish, so I'm going to throw that in the garbage. I didn't finish it because I just didn't finish it. For a while, I just didn't want it. It is what it is. I just didn't want it after a while. Let me put this up here. My husband, so when he fixed that door. Yeah, so those are the things that we're concerned about. Okay? Those are our concerns. And a lot of times people are not listening, so sometimes people have to do things to get your attention. And it is what it is. There's the window. I want to dirty any more bowls. Let me look down here to see. I got some that's out already. This ain't the best bowl, but it will do. Oh, Jesus. Ugh. Yes, yes, yes. I'm not supposed to be getting out of here Saturday, so I could get out here and go to a funeral and try to get back within that same day. Because I don't really want to stay at nobody's house. I really don't want to do that. I don't want to stay in no hotel either, because you never know who's watching you. It's not safe. I used to do that, but now I'm like, you know? Before I didn't care. But now I have a lot more to care about than I had back then. About my safety. I was younger. When you get older, like I said, your mind changes. You become more concerned about your safety. And the older you get, the more safety precautions you take. You don't think the way you used to think when you was in your younger days. You didn't know anything. You ain't know any better when you was younger. But when you get older, you know better. You do better. That's all I'm saying. You know better, you do better. If I can't get a ticket that could get me there in a few hours, get there to the funeral, and then get back and get myself back home, I'm just not going to go. Because I can't, I'm not traveling by car. First of all, gas and toll will cost me too much goddamn money, which I don't have. Yep, that's all you got. You got to think about your finances. You know, the older you get, the more you think about your money. And right now, my money is tight. Tight, 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 tight. I want to go so bad, but if I can't get the ticket that I'm looking for, it's a done deal. And I had another friend call me from Texas, and her mother's right now in the hospice fighting, battling with her life. And I'm like, Dad, it's hard for me. I probably just have to send a card or something. But sometimes people just want your presence there. And I truly understand when people are there, it brings so much more comfort. When people show up instead of sending cards and money, but people being able to come out of their way and show up. That's the whole thing. And that's what I want to do. I just want to show up and get my presence there. I don't know about going to Texas. That will probably... Really, I have to get to Texas. And that's going to really be expensive. That's going to really be kind of like hitting me in my pocket. On air flight tickets and rentals and things of that nature. It's the money, you know? The money is tight right now. And I just don't have it. I could only go but so far, like local. Like I said, gas and toll will kill my pockets. New York is easier for me because it's more closer to get to, but not Texas. Essex is far more across town. I could get there, boom, 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 and back. Now I can't even depend on my sister now because her car is acting up. Everybody's vehicles breaking down and people going through hardship and struggles. Struggles don't last always. Struggles don't last. But those are the songs I be singing. Struggles don't last always. So anyway, like I said, everybody, you know, your girl KC, you know, I'm chilling on this thankful Thursday, and things got in the way this morning, but God is good. Like I said, I'm okay. Everybody's safe on this side of the block. Nothing to stress, nothing to worry. It happened already, and it's over. And that's what we got to go in our minds. We got to see things for what it is, and it's over. Just live to see another day. And each day, each day we give thanks unto the Lord, for He is good. His mercies endures forever. His mercies endures forever. Yeah, so I'm seasoning some meat this morning, y'all. I hope people are still here with me. I hope everybody is still here with me. Okay? So like I said, we just need leaders that are going to really truly be there to speak for us and not for themselves, and do the things that they say they're going to do. Not just sitting there just trying to give lip service and just look good for the photo ops and just for the name, you know? We want to see you in action. And that's what American people are saying. We want to see, and as a black American, I'm saying that we black Americans are just getting tired of this not being heard. When it's our turn, everybody else getting ahead and not us. We need whatever it is that can help us improve in our communities and in our schools for our children, and what's going to improve around our safety in our community, and even get some of these crooked, demonic, evil, so-called people out of the churches. They need to start really seriously cracking down on any ministry that is not sounding like Jesus Christ is giving them salvation. It sounds more like they being recruited to do the work for Satan. We got to get away from that. You know, we got to start taking the pulpit more seriously, because souls are definitely on the line, and this is nothing to play with, not in the sight of God and not on God's people. And you know, I'm really serious about when it comes to things of the church, you know, dealing with people's souls and stuff. I take that excuse me, I take that very, very seriously, instead of, you know, using it for whatever reason. Oh, my sister brought more bags. Oh, thank you, Jesus. You see how good God is? She helped me out a lot. But anyway, yeah, so thank you, Lord Jesus, for the support I get from my family. But anyway, girl, you didn't have to bring all of this stuff, but you did. I didn't even realize. It's like, I don't want to take from you like that in your household anyway. Oh, Jesus, give me the peace of mind that I need. I'm working hard on, I'm working hard for the money. So hard for it, honey. Work hard for the money, so I better be treated right. But anyway, I love you guys. But I'm gonna try to come back with y'all later because I'm doing so much right now. I just wanted to just throw that little piece in there. I don't know how long I'm gonna keep this video up because I really didn't do say as much as I wanted to say. But I just wanted to touch base on why FBA we want to be heard, due to the fact that a lot of times our voices aren't being heard in times of these primary elections and these leaders that they pick for us and put in the communities for us. I think it's time people want to pick their own, choose their own leaders, somebody who's going to do what's right, not somebody attacking the president of the United States. I can't stand it any longer. Please leave the president alone. That's all I ask people to do. He's the president of the United States of America. And we, as the people, got to do the right thing. Point blank, period. He's not bothering people. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing for we, the people. Okay? Anybody got a problem with that, they should be moving out of the state of the United States of America. Anybody that just save themselves the stress and all of the damage they're doing to themselves because he's the president of the United States. And we the people that voted him in, and the people that are here, and they love this country, you're going to do what you say you love. You got to love your president. You got to pray for him. You got to love your country. You pray for your president. We don't try to harm our president now. Come on now. That kind of behavior got to stop. That's a serious offense to the United States of America. Because to me, you're trying to destroy America when you're trying to destroy the head of this nation. So that's why I do not celebrate it. I do not sit around and support it in no form or fashion. That I will support anybody hurting or doing things harmful to the president of the United States. And that's just not with President Trump, but that was with all the presidents that I had lived under throughout decades. It was something that I was already taught in my early life of education about my country. I was always taught to speak respectfully about your president in the public. You do not say anything negative about the president of the United States to the public. And if you're going to say it, you have to say it with some kind of decency, in a decent and respectful manner. Not making bodily harm threats. That is not good at all. And that's with anybody. Not just your president, but this with anybody. But for the United States of America, I said, y'all better leave President Trump the freak alone, okay? I don't sit around and support nobody trying to take out the president. That ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna keep praying that God continue to keep him protected, safe, and out of harm's way. And his loved ones. And his family. And let the wicked be punished. You know, we ain't doing that. We ain't celebrating that. Not here in the United States of America. We don't celebrate the assassination of our leaders. It shouldn't be celebrated when you get that wicked. We ain't trying to go there. We are not trying to go there. But anyway, y'all. Your girl Casey McDaniel. I'm getting up on out of here. I don't know how long I'm going to leave this video up, but if you do come in, welcome to the Casey McDaniel That Speaks channel. And I ask that you please like this video. If you please can hit the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. And may you all have a blessed and wonderful Thursday.